Apparently, we are evil capitalists that should take off our coats. And also, for the past 3 minutes, they were also discussing a resolution to actually it was not the exact same resolution. The one we were supposed to be talking about. Furthermore, even while they were talking about their original resolution, they weren't even relating it to their arguments and their contentions actually weren't related to themselves. In short, it was retarded. So, for this reason, their attack on our entire case really fell through. Also, as delightful as it was to listen to their, little social commentary on elevating policy debaters, the fact of the matter is this is partly a parliamentary debate. We're not really here to spread and get together questions.
Yeah, actually, did you know Lay's is like the #1 selling industry of chips around the world?
Fascinating.
Bet you can't eat just one.
Right. So, moving on to our action. If we look at the actual scientific justification for why the average Homo sapien generally believes in exactly, why entertainment is more valuable than work, all we really need to do is look at the actual equations themselves.
What is the current population of Nicaragua?
27 million.
Okay.
Actually, it's more like 13. But looking at the actual scientific basis for why we are right, essentially what you have to look at is the equation force times distance. Now, humans, when they are entertained, they tend more to be gregarious. They tend to move around more. When they're entertained, they're more jittery. There's more movement, right? So this creates two things. One, well, first of all, it creates torque because the force that my body creates multiplied by the actual distance of the arm moves creates torque. Yes.
What does this have anything to do with what we were just talking about? Like our case, like you're not addressing it at all.
I addressed your case earlier in the other slide, which actually pertains to the resolution.
Are you saying that we're debating the wrong topic and not you?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have the wrong topic.
Now, so essentially, what we can see is that the actual enjoyment itself is the cause for work. I've essentially proven through using a physics equation that was actually developed by Sir Isaac Newton himself, that it was in fact my entertainment inside my mind that actually caused me to be more gregarious, that actually caused me to move around more. And so as we can see, if entertainment is the reward, then obviously entertainment must be more important than work, for the simple fact that work itself is derived from entertainment, and without entertainment it would not be work.
Can you just say your last 5 sentences?
No. Moving on to our second condition.
Well, why can't you read it in your 5 sentences and you like speak your own 3 seconds ago?
Well, yeah, but I don't really feel like repeating myself.
Wow, that's still here for me.
Not right now. Moving on to my second contention, where we were actually taking a meeting with light. We pointed at Bibleness, first of all. The second thing, which, okay, if it really bothers you that much, I'll let you ask your question.
Why can't you restate that?
Because I'm moving on right now, and I don't want to rehash on So, moving on to our second one, we've stated there was a Bible passage that essentially says that work, in a sense, can be futile. As hard as we can try, work will could essentially disintegrate when we're within our hands. Robert Burns even said, a famous English writer and poet, stated that the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Essentially what this means is, as hard as you try, sometimes you fail. And unlike that, entertainment always gives you joy. Work sometimes gives you joy. Entertainment always gives you joy. And therefore, entertainment is not work because it's more about Also, we stated philosophies by Albert Camus. And moving on to our third condition, humans are not driven by work, which we kind of expounded on in our second condition. arguments are not driven by work pride during this round. But as we can see, in fact, they're working their way. They're entertaining themselves because obviously I think, both of these two fine gentlemen can speak for me when they say that they obviously have a lot of feeling and joy from acting like clowns. Yes.
Are you aware you don't read your keys yet?
I'll get around to it. Moving on to our fourth contention. Homo sapiens believe,
What's the bright line on the end?
entertainment brings pleasure, and thus, more Homo sapiens believe in entertainment. And for all of these reasons, I strongly urge a vote in the affirmation, and I do not have an answer to the question. I'm very sorry, but I will try to hear one.
Okay, so essentially, since they never ever touched our case ever, our case still stands. You still believe that a penny saved is a penny earned, seeing as how they never talked about it, they never discussed it, they never talked about any of our critiques. So our critiques still stand as well. They are still boring talkers, they are still capitalists obsessed with money, they are still fat and causing global warming, and they are also making us gagging basically, just by their appearance. So all those still stand, so you refute them as debaters on those points alone, and you can vote affirmative basically on those points. So, and then also, I'll just go over my case again. Actually, I don't need to because they never touch it. So their case is completely ridiculous. It has no warrants whatsoever. I'm pretty sure they just made up a bunch of psychological bullshit. They never really gave a reason for why this is true. They just said it is true. So at that point, it doesn't really count as an argument when they never give a reason why it is true. They just say, oh, this is true because we say so. So at that point, it doesn't count as a legitimate argument. And at that point, you will vote affirmative based on the fact that their case has no offense whatsoever when ours clearly does. All four of our critiques demean them as debaters, and they never refuted them at all. So they are obviously lower debaters than we are. So you vote for us solely on the fact that we are better debaters than them, and they never argued that. So silence is concedence. They agree that they are not as good of debaters or human beings as we are, as I clearly said in our critique on weight, that you reject them as debaters and human beings. I said that. So for all these reasons, you vote affirmative.